Now, talk about white privilege. Nancy Pelosi is over there in her district in San Francisco, okay? She is holding up a bill for weeks now that will give another round of stimulus money. And Trump's just going around her and doing it anyway, okay? So while her and all of her Democrats in the House are vacationing back in their district, relaxing, not really doing anything at all. Salons are closed, restaurants are closed, all this stuff in San Francisco. And, you know, she was caught on tape getting a blowout, okay? So, and then she said, oh, I was set up, I've been going there for years, I had an appointment, all this other crap, all these fake apologies. You know, I brought this up yesterday. It's like when a wife is yelling at a husband, and the husband says, all right, I'm sorry, you're mad, okay? That makes them go wild, okay? Don't be sorry I'm mad, be sorry you were late. Don't be sorry I'm mad, be sorry you forgot the milk. Whatever it is, the apology is for the act, not for your unfortunate reaction to the act. So she says she's sorry and takes full responsibility for being set up. What a schemer, okay? Here's her stylist with Tucker. Check it out.
Again, when they're in trouble, liberals blame the girl. That's who they are. Tonight, we want to introduce you to the woman Nancy Pelosi is blaming. Erica Kayas owns the now famous salon in San Francisco, and she joins us tonight. Erica, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nancy Pelosi claims on camera that you orchestrated a, quote, setup to entrap her into getting her hair blown out without a mask. Did you?
No, absolutely not.
How would you have done that? I mean, can you prove that this wasn't a diabolical setup designed to bring down the Speaker of the House by blow drying her hair?
She had called the stylist or her assistant did and made the appointment. So
yes,
the appointment was already booked. So there's no way I could have set that up. And I've had a camera system in there for 5 years. I mean, I didn't go in there and turn cameras on as soon as she walked in to set her up. So that's absolutely false.
So Pelosi says that salons in San Francisco, and of course she lives there and she is the most powerful Democratic legislator in the world, but she says she understood that the restrictions allowed a one-on-one appointment in salons. What do you make of that?
I heard that and I thought to myself, well, as a hairstylist, I see clients one-on-one. So that would mean I would be open. Right?
Yes. Pardon, sorry to laugh. Yes, that it would mean that. Are you open?
No.
Okay, so let's see. Nancy Pelosi, I guess, understood the rule to say one-on-one was allowed. Nancy Pelosi knows damn well that one-on-one is not allowed. Because every stylist is one-on-one with a person. You don't have two guys over there clipping your hair. It's a one-on-one kind of situation. And it's kind of intimate also. So maybe if it was just one-on-one, and most of these stylists are independent contractors, I would imagine if it's a gathering of less than 10 people and they put some partitions 6 feet apart, I would imagine that if it's good for Nancy Pelosi, it's good for everyone. But Tucker asked the girl, are you open? And she said no. So someone in her salon got called in for a favor, do a salute, a little backhand maneuver for the, you know, and Nancy Pelosi's coming in. She's big time. Yeah, okay, we'll open up for her. But what about Joe, the homeless guy who's sleeping on the sidewalk outside? He looks a wreck today, Joe. Maybe we should bring him in and give him a haircut. No, salon's closed for homeless people. No, salon's closed for black people. Salon's closed for men. Salon is open for 80-year-old white women of privilege and power. That's it. Now look at my hair, okay? I'm struggling bad here. This do is like so out of control, I can't even tell you. And our salons are open. You got to get appointments, but it's like I can't even get an appointment to see anybody. Last time I called my friend Rosie over in the mix, and they squeezed me in and gave me a cleanup, but I got like more hair on the back of my neck now than under my arms, to be honest with you. And Nancy Pelosi's just strolling around. I'll take a blowout, please. You know, I could see her sitting there now with the big cone over her head, you know. Anyhow, it's crazy that they're just so hypocritical. And, you know, I talked about this a couple weeks back. I talk about it all the time, but this whole Illuminati lifestyle, one of the ways that you can raise your structure, your stature in the Illuminati world is to hide in plain sight. They want you to outwardly show, like Walt Disney used to ask about the Illuminati in cartoons. Okay, all around Disney's different shows and movies, if you look at them, they have all kinds of crazy satanic symbols in them, and he was one of the biggest. But they want to hide in plain sight. She didn't want to hide in plain sight, but she wanted to tell all her friends in the Illuminati club when they get together for a pizza. Yeah, I went to the salon last week. I got a blowout. These morons, they'll sit there begging us forever, suing us. They're not getting haircuts forever. They're not getting a dye job. They're not getting a blow job. They're not getting nothing. Okay? Crazy. No, one of my friends opened a blowout bar where they just do blowouts. You know what I mean, Jess? And it's in Oklahoma, and like they got all these things. They got to keep 20 feet apart, and you know what I mean? It's crazy. All right. That's enough of my rant on Nancy Pelosi for today. And I may circle back to it later because she's got me so crazy, okay? Now, take a look at this. This is strange. You know, the left-wing media is reporting that Donald Trump had a series of mini strokes and he's dragging his foot and all this other crap, right? They're trying to pin some kind of health issue on him when it's weekend at Biden's all the time. Take a look at this clip of Joe Biden's hand.
Bulgy, their hate-filled speech, chanting the same anti-Semitic Bible chanted in the streets of Germany in the 30s. And on top of that, accompanied by white supremacists, Ku Klux Klan, the young woman was killed.
So, you know, it goes without saying, if the guy is sick, God bless him. And, you know, he should be getting help. And he shouldn't be wheeled out there by the Obamaites and the Clintonistas to be their presidential vessel. I mean, just say it now. Kamala Harris is the candidate, and wheel in, you know, Michelle or Oprah or somebody as a vice president, and let's just make it happen. But Joe Biden has a clear mark on his hand. If you saw right next, that was a fresh one with the little pinholes in it, where there's clearly some kind of device being inserted in his skin, and we know dementia patients are easily dehydrated, and sometimes they got to hydrate him, so give him a little saline. Who knows what else they're putting in his juice? But his hand is swollen, his hand's black and blue. Maybe under treatment for dementia. I don't know. You be the judge. Look at that video closely. It looks like they're poking him and filling him up with something. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back right after this with Michael Johns.